Good morning. My name is Michael Stewardson, and I'm graduating today with a Master's of Science in Information Technology and Security. Thank you. I had a good friend in high school that introduced me to computers. He had an old Tandy TRS-80 dinosaur, old. And when he showed me what that thing could do, my curiosity was instantaneous. So I purchased my first computer on a Friday night, carried it in the house, all excited, pride, happy to have it, plugged it in, jumped right in it. By noon on Saturday, that computer was 100% inoperable, okay? In 12 short hours, I single-handedly destroyed the technology that had taken decades to develop. But I kept at it, and eventually I developed a fairly good level of expertise. I was largely self-taught because at that time there were very few computer science classes that were offered. So after serving in the U.S. Air Force, right here at Bergstrom Air Force Base here in Austin, I decided I was going to use my GI Bill to go back to school and realize my long-held goal of earning my bachelor's degree. I started at a junior college and I earned my associate's degree in 1993, and I planned on immediately transferring into a bachelor's program when I was done with that. However, that plan kind of got derailed, and it took me another 19 years before I stepped foot in the door of WGU's virtual classroom. I explain why. It was the early 90s, and the computer market was just exploding. And those of us that knew our way around personal computers, we were in high demand, highly valued commodity. Very few people had bachelor's degrees at that time, but I wanted to learn some computer programming, so I enrolled in a couple of COBOL courses at a local college. After the instructor that was teaching the COBOL classes witnessed my level of expertise, she hired me to teach adjunct for the college, the same one that I was attending. They offered me, they offered me a full-time professorship, and I spent the next 15 years teaching at that college to undergraduate students. I chose to voluntarily separate from that college 2 years ago. And when I re-entered the job market, I found that the landscape of the information technology discipline has changed dramatically. What was once sufficient, my associate's degree, was no longer sufficient, as most organizations require a minimum of a bachelor's degree now. Okay? Therefore, I made a commitment to myself to go back to school and finish my degree. But going back to school as an adult, as most of you know, is a lot easier said than it is done. Okay? Work, family, life obligations tend to get in the way, right? Take priority over sitting in classroom a few nights a week. They did to me anyways. I was familiar with online education because I taught a lot of online education classes myself. So I started looking for a school where I could finish my bachelor's degree that was fully accredited, online, that would suit my needs, and thankfully my search led me to WGU. In the IT profession, technology emerges on a daily basis, something always new. And we computer geeks struggle to remain on what we refer to as the bleeding edge of technology. But over the years, I've had to learn hundreds of new technologies on my own without the structure of a classroom. And that was the greatest benefit that WGU Texas provided me, was the ability for me to prove my level of knowledge and skill rather than I have to sit through a classroom that I had taught the class for 15 years. Okay? WGU required that I successfully complete industry-recognized certification exams to prove my knowledge and skill, which afforded me the ability to show what I know rather than simply sit through that class. As a professor turned student, I feel that I have a unique perspective on the future of higher education in the state of Texas and in the nation in general. I truly believe that WGU's competency-based model will become the standard for education in the very near future. It has to. WGU Texas is a quality educational institution, and I would confidently challenge the skills that I have received in both of my degrees with WGU against any student that has received a similar degree from a brick and mortar university. The ability to accelerate my degree was also key to my success here at WGU Texas. Because of the competency-based model, I was able to complete my bachelor's degree in just 1 year. In fact, I enjoyed the program so much that I re-enrolled into the Master's of Science program, which I also completed in 1 year. In fact, I enjoyed that so much, I've now re-enrolled in an MBA program as well. Thank you. Not only has WGU Texas allowed me to get both my bachelor's and my master's degrees, along the way, I have acquired 15 industry-recognized certifications in the IT field. I'm a certified ethical hacker. I'm a certified hacking forensics investigator. I'm Cisco certified as a CCNA and a CCNA security. I hold 3 Microsoft certifications as an MCSA. I hold 4 CompTIA certifications, 3 CIW certifications. I'm an ISO 27000 specialist. And to put the big fat cherry on top, the Masters of Science program in Information Technology Security and Assurance is nationally recognized by the Committee for InfoSec Professionals. It's a great thing. Now you tell me any other institution in the United States that can provide all that for about $3,000 per term. Can't beat it, can you? Chancellor Miller, you, sir, have left some pretty prestigious company to lead this endeavor called WGU Texas, and you have bestowed that prestige on this institution. Thank you, sir, for building us a great university. To my personal student mentors that helped me along the way, thanks for being there every time I needed you, and also to the course mentors who are always willing and able to help. To my beautiful wife, Carmen, my family, my friends who have supported me along my journey, and particularly to you, my fellow WGU students, congratulations on our shared success.